arthritis, psoriasis, diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome. Millions of Americans suffer from autoimmune diseases and live with chronic pain and inflammation.
There are two types of inflammation: acute inflammation and chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is normally the result of an overactive or compromised immune system that is reacting to a perceived inflammatory issue within the body. The National Institute of Health has stated that over 80% of all maladies are the result of inflammation.
While the risk for disruptive, painful conditions like these tend to increase with age, some experts are committed to changing that trajectory.
A viable approach to reducing systemic inflammation is to use a combination of antioxidants and peptides and enzymes in a special buffering solution so that you can deliver them to a targeted area in the body so that you're able to reduce inflammation throughout the entire organism systemically. If you're able to reduce systemic inflammation throughout a body, you'll end up with things like greater mobility, less joint pain in specific joints, and overall the potential to increase your energy level.
We got involved in the holistic health industry because we got tired of sitting on the floor of our vet's offices watching the life of our pets go away. We understand the pains and suffering that older dogs suffer because of joint pain and other aches. We developed a cellular enhancement formula that was based on using a lipofullerene, which is lipids combined with carbon-60 fullerenes. We use those to be able to create a detox effect in the body, a strong antioxidant, and to be able to carry certain enzymes that we think are important in order to reduce inflammation into the bloodstream.
Carbon-60 was discovered in 1985, and the three fellows who discovered it were given the Nobel Prize because it was the first new form of carbon discovered in roughly 300 years. Initially, people thought that they could use it as a therapeutic agent in combination as a delivery system or perhaps just by itself, but it proved to be very difficult as it's hydrophobic, meaning it repels water, so it was difficult to get it inside the body. Over the next few decades, people realized that you could actually adduct it or bind it to lipids. So once connected to a lipid or fat, it's able to pass through the cell membrane. Once inside the cell, the carbon-60 actually binds itself to the surface of the mitochondrial membrane, which is the power plant in your cell, and it upregulates your energy production to the tune of roughly 58%, giving your body an overall boost in energy.
As an infant, I suffered from rheumatoid arthritis and struggled through it most of my life. Once our cellular enhancement formula was completed, my dogs and I used the formula as quickly as we could. Within 2 weeks, my 110-pound greyhound was able to jump back on the bed. At 73 years old, I feel less pain now than I have in my younger years. Many of our customers who bought the cellular enhancement formula for their pets realized how great it was for their pets and the changes that it made with them. And soon they were using it themselves and then asked us to make a human formula for them, which we have.
C360 Health produces powerful lipofullerene formulas with all-natural anti-inflammatory ingredients. These rejuvenating products are clinically tested and help reduce inflammation in both humans and pets.
In our clinical trials, we were able to show that we reduced the inflammation systemically by a drop in blood-borne inflammatory markers called cytokines. The cytokine reduction allows the joint to open up by virtue of the C60 penetrating it. The serapeptase, which is an enzyme derived from silkworms that they use to break down their cocoons, moves into the joint. Human and mammalian scar tissue is incredibly similar to that. It actually opens the joint up by virtue of removing the media. So every time you take the serum, more and more gets removed, and it allows for more and more free mobility in the joints.
Jack has severe degenerative hip arthritis, and on Companion 60, he's able to do everything a normal dog could. C360 products have given me the opportunity to increase my energy, my physical exercise, as well as brain power.
I've been on it for the last 5 years. The major change that I have seen is my health has improved, but also my blood work. Last time I had my blood work done, I was told it was the blood work of a 35-year-old, and I was 70 at the time.
I have 2 elderly arthritic horses, and after a week on Companion 60, I noticed a great improvement in their flexibility and their ability to pick up their feet so I could take care of their hooves, and they're much happier and I'm much happier.
Our flagship products are Revive and Rejuvenate for men and women and Companion 60 Extra Strength for dogs. We're able to use those products by virtue of increasing the strength of the Carbon 60 to levels that are higher than have ever been achieved before to get a much larger boost in ATP production inside the cells, which results in overall better energy production for the entire animal or person.
I had arthritis so bad that I could not walk. Mobility was my #1 issue, so I started taking the Rejuvenate, and within about 2 to 3 weeks, half the pain was gone. A month and a half later, I have like 0 pain, none.
Discover how you can reduce inflammation and pain for both you and your pets. Go to C360Health.com.